I remember once Jay.
I guess they know where.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just not up yet.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
Нет. А вот теперь да. Окей. So I guess we are live. If any one of you guys could hear me already, please make the comment. Because I see you just asking where's the stream, so we are supposed to be live now. Yeah, great. So welcome everyone. We are just about to start. But we are not there yet, so once again, please be patient. And of course, I would like to ask you, everyone, to join our chat if you have any questions. But put aside the easiest ones. Just I would be thankful to you if you have the questions about any player or like maybe some part of the game. You feel appropriate. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Thanks for letting us know that the audio is good. That's very important. Dennis Hatch is online already. Hello, Dennis. Very great you didn't make it here. I think we will know the reason later during the day. Because frankly, I'm not aware of it.
Поехали.
Добрый вечер, я Анастасия Лупова и рада приветствовать всех в бильярдном клубе «База». Dream Challenge 2018 – это самое захватывающее шоу в мире пула. И мы очень надеемся, что это событие вдохновит всех промоутеров в мире пула организовывать подобные матчи между командами разных стран, что впоследствии приведет к заветной мечте всех любителей пула – это Олимпийские игры. So hi, I'm Anastasia Lupova and I'd like to greet pool fans all over the globe on the Dream Challenge 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start with the outstanding show on Baza Arena, Moscow, Russia. Dream Challenge 2018 is brought to you by ABN Billiards, Diamond Billiard Products and Baza Club. This event aims to encourage promoters, pool promoters all over the world to provide such battles between different national teams. So, and I hope that that massive attack will be a blast and lead us to the big dream of all pool lovers, the Olympic Games. So, let me introduce the participants. Team Russia, led by Ellerman. Please welcome. The defending champions, Team USA, led by Johan Rosing. Please welcome on our stage.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Back. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us.
So now, dear coaches, you are welcomed here for a short interview, please. So, Johan, all the spectators are interested. You came here with an enlarged lineup. Are there some candidates that are for sure members of Mosconi Cup team?
No, not yet. We will decide after the US Open or the International Nibel in the States. But first of all, I'd like to thank Vladimir Nikolaev and ABN Billiards for inviting us here again. We're very honored to be here, and we have been received very hospitable. So thank you very much for that.
Johan, and what are selective criteria for the members of Mosconi team?
Result and commitment.
And when will be the final point of your decision?
After the US Open, the former US Open, which is now the International Nibel in the end of October.
Thank you so much. Alan, what conclusions did you make after the previous Dream Challenge?
We would like to have the heel match. Yeah, sure.
And Alan, how do you like this new format? I mean, enlarged line-up. Are there some difficulties?
I think not so much, but anyway, it's very interesting because the guy who didn't make the mistakes didn't do nothing. So it will be very interesting. Anyway, we try, then we will see. Okay.
Alan, and what do you think the only one fascinating girl player, Kristina Tkach, will she encourage your team to win?
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, applause to Kristina, please. Dear coaches, thank you so much. Please join your teams. So, Is our broadcasting team ready to start the show? Perfect. And now please greet our referee in charge, Boris Peluch. So let's start celebrating pool with Dream Challenge 2018.
Well, welcome everyone. We're live from Moscow, Baza Pool Hall, and we're here for the second ever Dream Challenge between teams Russia and Team USA. Here in the booth is Mikhail Kablakov, and along with me is Double J himself, Jeremy Jones, the vice captain for Team USA on the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Happy to be here.
Oh, the first game of the evening is 5 against 5.
5 on
Like,
5 on 5.
Yeah. The team match. So I think we see the 5 guys on the US side involved.
Yeah, and then we'll have 5 matches tonight, including this team match, and then
Yeah,
4 additional.
we've got 2 singles and 2 doubles, I think. Yeah.
And we're playing a race to 9 matches. So the best of 17.
Oh, here the Russian guys.
Yeah, Billy Thorpe to break the balls.
Oh, watch that spin on the cue ball.
Yeah, and you'll see a little more of that because the new felt really magnifies that spin a lot. He's got a pretty successful break here, and he may cut the 2, but we all know back in America how great Billy banks the balls. So I wouldn't doubt if he takes this cross side just for a little easier position on the 3.
Well, that would be a daring shot for an opener.
Right. Well, Daring kind of cutting this as well. I'm not sure the path of the cue ball unless he's maybe playing safe behind the 9 and the 8.
So Shane Van Boning looks pretty focused already
Oh, yeah.
from the very beginning.
Yeah, well, Shane stays focused when it comes to playing pool. Probably nobody in the world practices more than Shane Van Boning.
Oh, here we have Ruslan Chinakov, as we call him here, and Ruslan Chinakov for the US audience.
Yeah, and probably the biggest gun that the Russians have.
Yeah, probably, because just maybe Fedor Gorst now has to take this role.
Yeah, I would say Ruslan and Fedor are definitely the top 2 players on their team. That would be you would say as far as like on paper. Pretty nice effort there. He was just mainly trying to separate the 2 ball and the cue ball and the white ball.
That's a pretty easy kick.
Yeah, but he really wants some results here, so you'll probably see him kick softly here, just trying to lay the 2 ball behind the 8, and don't really see a path to really let the cue ball escape. Or excuse me, the 2 ball escape.
As you guys might have noticed, the teams are on a shot clock here. So the first extension of the evening is taken by Team USA.
And he'll definitely kick to the bottom rail here, and he may kick with some speed, trying to get the 2 around the 8. Okay, that's going to leave...
At least the bank.
Yeah, and one that
Pretty natural position on the
yeah,
3.
absolutely. It's a little bit of a cut. He's got to cut it backwards a little bit to bank the ball, but now we're playing on, you can see a nice diamond table with brand new felt, so some of these banks aren't so easy to gauge. He played it with a speed, though, to where he wasn't going to leave much.
Yeah, that was kind of a 2-way shot the 9 ball is so famous about.
Right. I think he left him to where he can get at the 2, I think. I think he can get in between the 6 and 9 and get at the 2. If he can get at the left side of it, that would be nice. Cut the 2 into the 5 and run the cue ball safe.
Yeah, sure. The 2 gonna travel just a little bit. Carrying off the 5.
Okay, he moved them both, and now he's going to have a little fortune here not to leave a gap on the 2 ball. And he's left to rail first. He doesn't have a straight look at the 2, but at this level, this is a pretty easy shot. Just going rail first, probably pretty mildly at the 2.
Just like that, yeah.
Ruslan is definitely one of the Russians that the Americans are very comfortable with as far as they've been around him a lot. He's been in America a lot the last probably 3 years. All these matches are a race to 5. And overall, again, best of 17 in the match scores. He's got to make a decision here, though. Is he coming 2 rails out, 1 rail back?
Very confident with his position play so far.
Yeah, Ruslan does it all well, but not really a weakness in his game, and not that I've seen.
Oh, he loves applying this English. Puts plenty of side on his cue ball.
And it looks like Russia will take the opening game of the Dream Challenge.
So we have 1 on the scoreboard, 1 for Team Russia. So here they are: Shane Van Boning, Tyler Styer, Skylar Woodward, and Mitch Ellerman.
Yeah, all a bunch of guys that are real comfortable with each other, known each other for a long time.
Well, I wonder who's next on Team USA.
Well, we can see Fedor taking the...
So we might even not know,
yeah,
as long
maybe
as
not.
Federer
Maybe not,
runs out, yeah.
Fedor now, what is he, 18? Is he 18?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's 18.
What a great player at 18.
Gonna turn 19 only in coming May, so he's the youngest of the Russian squad.
And he got a ball down in the side. It appears he has a... Well, I don't know. It's close on the 3.
It looks like a push out.
Well, he doesn't look too discouraged. It's a very difficult push out. Anytime the one's near a pocket and you don't, you have to push out to like a jump shot or a kick shot.
Push out called. So once again, this is the best of 17, and every match is a race to 5.
All right, he's going to push behind the 7.
Federer is very skilled with a shorty, with his jump stick, so there's no wonder he pushed the jump shot. I mean, he makes the ball more times than he does not. Recently,
yeah. The players these days, the generation these days, it's almost like cell phone generation with the jump cue.
Yeah.
So efficient with the jump cue.
Well, to me, part of this just goes for the equipment, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
These jump cues are so lightweight now, some of them. Oh, you see a rare miss of a jump by Federer Gorst, but he gets along with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Got away with it, sorry.
Yeah, he didn't leave Shane really anything offensively. But one thing about Shane, most Some label Shane is just a guy that breaks the ball so well, but he does every part of the game well. So he's going to cross corner this, it looks like. Try and play a two-way if he doesn't make it. Try and leave it tough.
Comes short again, like Ruslan did.
Yeah, but he's left a
Previous,
cut here.
Well, it's interesting to have Shane and Boney opposing Federer because last year's Dream Challenge, it was a hill, and Shane beat Federer in the final rack to take the trophy.
Yeah, last year's Dream Challenge went to the case match.
Don't worry, guys. We will cover the schedule for the day later on. I think as soon as the first point scored by whichever of the teams.
He's going to have a little work from the 8 to the 9. Other than that, he should stay in line pretty easily here. But Fedor just making a good run at the Kremlin Cup just here the last few days. I believe he got to the semifinal.
Well, he's been there before, actually. I mean, like 3 or maybe 4 years. 3 I think 3 years ago. Once again, he lost in a semifinal.
Oh, that's quite a bit short there.
Back then, I think it was his best result
Oh, yeah.
as a pro.
Well, he came to the Derby City Classic last year and got to the final of the 10-ball challenge, which was 16 of the greatest players in the world on the 10-foot table. But he's ended up way short here. So, and this is where the slick felt, the new felt, could get you, meaning you're trying to put inside English on this ball. Okay, nice.
And the English seemed to grab pretty good.
Yeah, but he stayed pretty smooth with it too, so didn't get out of hand with the stroke.
Smooth, nice, long draw shot here. I believe he's got enough angle to work with. And that's it. Comes a little bit short.
Yeah, but that's okay. He kind of made sure he wasn't drawn on top of the 9, so he had to cheat the pocket a little bit. Now it's a 2-0 lead early. And now Tyler Styer will try and get Team USA on the board.
And it's very interesting to get familiar with new guys from the USA. I'm not even sure that the American audience is quite familiar with maybe Shane McMean or Tyler Styer especially.
Yeah, Tyler.
I believe he's the youngest on the team, yeah?
Yeah, and him and Mitch both, I think, are the probably when you say them, even in America, not quite as familiar, but they are pretty familiar in America, the Americans. Shane probably a little bit more. Shane's played at a pretty high level in tournament play for a while. A nice successful break there. Now, not sure if he has a pocket for the 2. It's close. So Tyler immediately looking at the clock.
Yeah, I think this is the thing probably the captain taught him actually, because I don't think that he's used to like playing under such conditions.
Right.
Under
right.
the shot clock.
Absolutely. This will be a big sign on what's to come for Tyler here in the next few months as far as playing under the lights and playing under the shot clock. He's a little bit of a slower player overall.
Well, sometimes the players that are considered being slow, actually they are pretty good under the shot clock. I think well, one of the best examples is Johnny Archer.
Oh yeah.
Because like he's able to shoot very solid when playing fast. And actually, twice I think I was watching Johnny playing like the best game of his life under the shot clock.
Yeah, well, myself, I'm not the fastest player. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but
Yeah, I
I've-
second that. Yeah,
I've often enjoyed playing with the shot clock, actually.
because it gives you some kind of rhythm.
Yeah. And I think that adds pressure, and I like the pressure. So,
As long as you can adjust, so hopefully Tyler can adjust pretty fast here.
yeah, he keeps looking at it a couple times, which is fine. He needs to be conscious of it.
Oh, he still has his extension if he needs.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice carom off the 6, pretty controlled one.
He's a little flat here, so he's going to have to add some speed on this 3 ball to get back for the 4. He can choose to elevate and dig on the cue ball with a low left English, or he can go with a top right English, kind of whichever he prefers.
He's shooting off the rail, so probably just to go in top is the best option for him.
Well, he punched it down the table 1 rail, and that's a nice shot. Very open table from here. Just come 1 rail straight up, getting a little bit of an angle on the 5. You don't have to come all the way down for the 6, so.
Yeah, the layout is pretty nice. The balls are adjacent to the corner pockets.
That's quite a bit short there.
Oh, here comes the cross side.
And he's definitely going to bank at it, but if you're going to err, you had to err a little long on that 5 ball, not short. But this is a brand new felt, and the players, none of the players on either team got to play on the table prior, so they have to get used to it.
So far, 3 banks we have seen, they all came short.
Right. Well, what happens is when you get on new felt, you always anticipate the ball lengthening, so you'll make the bank a little shorter.
Well, the rail just doesn't grab the cue ball that good.
Right, doesn't turn it that much. Yeah.
Yeah, the side speed doesn't take.
And another great player from Russia here, Konstantin.
We see a left-handed shot. Konstantin Stepanov is very good. Like I think Ruslan and Konstantin are probably the best here in Russia playing opposite-handed.
Oh, wow. It was nice to see him. I haven't seen him in some time. Really nice guy and great player.
So the audience is very enthusiastic about every ball that Konstantin makes.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
He overruns the cue ball. Still the cut is on, but he needs to hold the whitey.
Yeah, he's got to avoid the side, right?
Or the corner, which is even more probable.
Took his extension here.
Looking very composed. Solid in his stance. And makes the cut. Well, probably some little signs of relief in Team Russia, because they are 3-0 up in our opening match. So now it is Maxim Dudanets, another Russian youngster, former junior player.
Yeah, he made a very successful break there.
Max is 20 years old.
Yeah, I never got to see him play until the Kremlin Cup. He played awfully well.
Well, twice he played the Junior Worlds. 9-ball, finished second and third.
Wow.
And last year he came up third at the European 9-ball championships at the adult level. So just he's already a pretty solid player.
Not too many problems here if he can just stay composed. Stay off the rail on the 2-ball. That way he can move the cue ball to the 3 easily. You'll see the 5s pretty close to the 3 on the opposite side. I would play probably for the corner here, but
Yeah,
he
sure,
may come
because
up for
I
the
think
side.
the position zone is much bigger, and
Yeah, the position zone's bigger, and it's easy just to hold an angle to come 2 rails from the 5 to the 7, maybe 3 rails.
so you guys see that Mike's thinking is just the same as Jeremy's, because they are both pro players.
Well, whenever you stick to the corners and keep it simple, it keeps you in line and keeps a nice flow going.
By the
Yep.
way, it was very nice to see you playing at the Kremlin Cup as well.
Yeah, I didn't play very well though. I felt got a little ill and didn't. I had my chances, but hopefully I'll be back. What a great event it was.
Do you play much back at home right now, like maybe pro tournaments or?
Yeah, I've been playing some, not as much this summer. I've been dealing with things with the Mosconi Cup and.
What about coming international 9-ball in Norfolk?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'll be there.
That's
for
great.
sure.
So once again, the cue ball travels a little bit too far, but that's okay.
And that's twice coming down this way with the cue ball that has gone a little far, so I have to pay. Oh, he's overcut that
Oh,
badly,
yeah.
and he kind of two-stroked it, Michael. Yeah, not as many strokes as he normally
yeah, sure.
took before.
He rushed it.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's pressure.
Yeah. Now Skyler with a pretty easy 9-ball from a little distance.
We didn't get to see it, but the 9-ball is down, believe me. So finally, we've got to put this
America on
one
it. Yeah.
for Team USA. They seem to be very happy about this. So as long as you are vice captain for the team, do you know the reason these 5 guys were picked to start? Why Shane, McMinn, and Oscar Dominguez were left aside?
Well, we wanted to see a couple rookies in there in the 5-man teams, and I don't think it was neither here nor there on which ones. All the guys are going to play plenty of doubles and singles. So
Yeah, Oscar has been here last year. Was here last year. So now it's Mitchell Ellerman.
yeah, I didn't see anything down so far.
Well, the format is wrecking with a wooden triangle.
Which I kind of like myself, but
Yes,
you get a
Me
lot
too,
of
me
variance
too,
that
yeah.
way. Yeah.
I'm not very fond of the wrecking templates and magic racks, but I think we will have time to cover this later on.
Now he should just shave this 1 ball and put him underneath the 2. Pretty effective shot. It's a light shot, and he's got a stretch to do it, but I think that's about all he has. I mean, he could get a little creative doing some other things, but I think just barely shave the 1 here. Oh, wow. Okay. This may work out. That's going to give up a shot. He was trying to make the 1 off the 2, I believe, is what he was trying
Yeah,
to
because
do.
I don't think he was trying just to duck behind the 4.
No, he's trying to.
That was a pretty challenging safety.
Yeah,
to
he
take.
was trying to knock the 1 off the rail off the 2. Okay, that one squeezed in.
Yeah, not the easiest start for Mitch, but he
You got it
coped
down.
with it. Yeah, just playing over the 6.
And Mitch, we've always talked about Mitch back home as a high-powered player, a lot of offense. Okay, he's going to come out 2 rails, and that's got to go a little bit.
Oh, he's a left-hander, so he's okay here with his reach.
Should draw off the 7 and the 8. Oh, he's
Overcuts
overcut it.
the ball.
Yeah.
Leaves it easy. Sergey is believed to be one of the best sharpshooters in the game here in Russia.
Yeah,
So
he beat me in the Kremlin Cup.
In the past, actually, his playing style was like run and gun, so just no defense at all, just make it.
It'd be interesting to see if the 5 passes that 7. If it passes that 7, he should play short side on the 5. Otherwise, he could be flirting with a scratch here. Or is he going to bump it into position? So cueing a little bit off the rail here.
Yeah, and 6 to 7 might be a little bit challenging depending on where he leaves the cue ball here on this shot.
As long as he doesn't bump the 7 here, I think he'll be okay. Nice shot.
Yeah, now the position area is pretty open. Just bring the cue ball back.
Yeah, it's a little preference here if you want to come one rail up or if you want to swing the cue ball around the 9. Probably swing the cue ball around the 9.
I just go in 3 rails around.
Is he a little thin on this 7, maybe? Okay, got it down.
Sorry guys for some drawbacks in the camera work. I think we have a new guy here behind the camera, so just maybe he's used to focus more on players' emotions rather than on the action.
I'm sure he'll,
On the
he'll
table,
pick
yeah.
it up.
I think we'll have it fixed by the next match.
Now out to a 4-1 lead. It's a race to 5 in each
So
match.
Yes, Russia is on the hill now. So we might have either Andrei Sarostan or Kristina Tkach next. Here in this match, I've just noticed the 2-ball being wrecked below, so I'll keep an eye on this one if it will be like this on every rack.
Right. Well, it was the first rack. I know that.
Because if it is, maybe it is a sort of an agreement between the teams
Right.
to wreck it this way.
That's pretty common a lot in the States playing
Really?
the 9
Because
ball
I think
tournaments.
it was only the US Open 9-ball. Oh, it's Ruslan. It's Ruslan. Ruslan back at the table.
Yeah, they played 5 games, so it should be Ruslan.
Yeah.
And he pulled the cue ball out to the center a little bit more. Got a pretty open rack as well. He's got some work though. Got to get from the 3 to the 4, and then you can notice the 6 only goes in one pocket.
Yeah, sure.
Near the 2. It's gotten a little straight here on the 2-ball though. Okay. And I think he played for this side on the angle. I think he felt he couldn't get guaranteed to the other side, so better off just to play to where you can bring the cue ball back down table.
Ruslan Chinakov has got this kind of very long and smooth stroke. I've heard when he visits Derby City Classic, some American pool fans even come there just to watch him playing.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe straight pool where he spends enough time at the table. A little bump on the 6.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he can get by the 7 here without bumping it. If he can, he'll stay in the center of the table to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. Oh, going 3 rails. Perfect position. Nice low angle to come up towards the 8.
Well, let me say a little short of being perfect, but very, very good. Like maybe
Well,
10 out of 9.
Yeah, he'd rather have a little bit of an angle to come back up. So,
Or 9 out of 10.
yeah, Ruslan taking the first game in this team match, and looks like he's going to take the last game as well.
Yeah, seal the deal. A very controlled position here. And it means we are done with the first match of the evening. I've been told that just let you hear the voices in the background. So I've been told that we're going to have a break of like 6 to 7 minutes. So Please, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. I will ask that. I'll try to take her over. What do you?
Алан, вообще, предварительно думаешь? Какие прогнозы вообще вот даешь букмекеры на матч? Тимрад? А вот лучше да, вот следующий. А вот сейчас Горст против Элlerman и Styer. Элlerman самый худой, а Styer сейчас тройку термометров. Да, только что оказывается. Ну, Дуда 9.
So hello back everyone. We will have to reload the live feed because we just are on low quality right now. So we will have to reset. Yes. So don't be surprised if you see a blank screen. It's okay. We will be back live shortly.
Teams, please take your seats. Team USA, Team Russia, please take your seats. In 2 minutes, we'll start. Ladies and gentlemen, you are very welcomed on Dream Challenge 2018. And now we are ready to watch our first doubles match. So, Mitchell Ellerman and Tyler Styer against further Gorst and Maxime Dudanets. Please welcome.
So still Mikhail Kablakov and Jeremy Jones are here with you. Provide some commentary.
Yeah, Michael, and it seems the Russians are a little more comfortable with the table so far, in my opinion. Now winning with lag here in our second match. We have two of the rookies for the Americans here, Mitch Ellerman and Tyler Styer.
That's an interesting decision by Johan Rausing to put them together.
Well, I think we wanted to see that, some rookies play together, that's for sure. And I think maybe best early than late, here in the Dream Challenge. Oh, 9 on the break, almost on the side.
Oh, the 3 is spinning.
And this is a Scotch doubles format. So don't think he can make the 5. Don't think, with not going all out, with a lot of speed and a lot of draw coming off the 2. You may see him trying. He's going to push. Pocketing the 9. The 9 will come to the spot. I don't think he'll get this one back.
Yeah, that's an interesting kind of push out, making the 9. Usually you could see it if the 9 is hanging over a pocket.
Well, it was, I think, the easier way to control the cue ball for him. I don't think he can pass this shot. I think the 3 is very playable off the 2 with the cue ball. He's going to edge the 2 and come back down table, trying to get behind the 7, I believe. Yeah, that's a nice effort. And really an interesting push by the Russian team. Now, Dudanets had a bad miss on a 9 ball in the team match. And now it appears he's giving up a shot on the 2 ball, a thin cut on the 2. Mitch, in the team match, he missed a 3 ball that was a missable ball, I think, but one he should miss. Now he's got a thin cut on the 2, but definitely should make this. Now the 3 doesn't pass the 5, so that's a big hit there. I think trying to hold for the 3 ball was really what caused that miss. Even if he had to play the 3-5 combination coming back across the table, you can't take a chance at missing the 2 by trying to ease it in. Okay, and that's from the new felt. Anytime you come out of the pocket with that new felt, if the speed isn't correct, the ball will hug a little bit and not go on the line. You really anticipate it going.
Now it looks like the only option is a carom on the 5. Now, safety.
I don't know if that's going to get it either.
That's a poor safety, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't his best effort, that's for sure. He's called his extension immediately. We are playing with a 30-second shot clock. very difficult to edge the left side of this 3 and run the cue ball safe. So interesting to see what he plays here. If he can get at it, though, he may just go for the bank with the 5 being there. 5 makes a little bit bigger pocket. Oh, and there it is. Looked like he double kissed the 3.
Yes, looks like being so.
Well, the players are allowed to communicate if they feel like they need to. Now they've used their extension already, so the communication is going to be cut down because you don't have much time to talk.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he's just going to bank this 4 down by the 7 and float the cue ball.
Well, Mitch and Tyler are. I think it is not only the first time they are together by the table, but at the same time they are opposite-handed. So
Right.
they just have to.
Yeah, you have to have a little thought of that.
To remember that when playing position for a partner.
Now Fedor, he's going to try and hit this with a little speed and get up above the 9. Oh no, he just held. Okay, nice shot. And he's telling his partner just simply go back and forth for a little bit of short side on the 6.
Well, I think Gorst and Dudanets are very comfortable playing together because they were brought together actually as a pool players, and they are both part of a so-called the Billiard Brothers team, which is famous on YouTube for their drills. The tough ones. Is that Oscar's daughter in the background? I believe so.
It's somebody's daughter, that's for sure. Sounds like they're pulling for America, that young lady.
Maybe she's just trying to cheer USA all the way.
I know Ruslan, this is his home pool room. Is this also Fedor and Dudanets' home pool room?
Well, the setup here is so good that recently the majority of the top pro players, they just moved here because last year they were playing somewhere else.
Yeah, this is a beautiful
We've got
pool.
a special pool hall for the youngsters, you know, like the pool schools, like and for schools for pyramid. So several players there, and I think our team was like flocking there most of the time. But now, as long as you have no opportunity to play on diamond table, I don't know why should you not use it.
Mitch Ellerman surveying the rack, and that's just maybe telling him where he wants to break the balls from. Mitch always had a big break, so I don't anticipate him lay off these at all.
Oh, you know, I asked the referee during the break about racking the 2-ball. So he just told me that there was no any special requirement about the position of this ball. But since then we've seen 2 racks, and he racked it behind the rack every time.
Right.
So maybe something changed. Russia has got momentum, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Winning the first 6 out of 7 games here. Taking the first match. We're playing a race to 17, best of 17, race to 9. Looks like he can get at this one. Oh no, he fouled there.
Yeah, that's a foul.
And a little bit of a nervous arm, I think, for
you know what? The foul wasn't called. Ah, it was, yeah. My bad.
Okay, and ball in hand, I'll tell you, if there's anything that will wake up a pool player from struggling, it's ball in hand.
Or bury him completely. Sometimes playing with ball in hand, you get so puzzled.
Yeah.
Actually, just
But if you're struggling, though, it's like the biggest wake-up call you could have, I think. I'm surprised he didn't go forward with the cue ball there. I guess he wants Mitch to play the 4 in the same pocket, but you'll notice the 4 in the upper pocket is quite easy also.
Okay, got a nice bump on the 9 there, putting him into position pretty easily on the 4 on the side.
Oh, the rest of the rack looks pretty easy.
And Tyler keeps looking at the shot clock. I think after day one, he'll get through day one and get a little more,
Yeah.
Naturally comfortable with the shot clock, knowing it's not really on him yet.
Well, for sure, during the first day for him, this has to be just kind of a pre-shot routine,
Right,
part of it.
right. But you kind of get a gut feeling of where the shot clock is. You have usually more time than you really think you do. Well, that was hit a little thick. Going to catch the 6. That may not leave a pocket for the 6.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it's a little bit of the new felt. There's a little more squirt on the cue ball when you put side spin. So you have to get used to it pretty quickly.
Well, let me tell you what. At the Mosconi Cup, the felt will be even
More slick,
more slick, yeah, because of the
heat.
the lighting, yeah. The TV table setup.
I don't think he can pass on this cross-side bank. He missed the 5-ball bank in the team match. See if he can make up for it. But he did. Nice shot.
Very nice. First bank shot of the evening. Successful one. So, looks like problem solved.
And he'll just come one rail across the table.
Or just play the stop shot and put all the pressure.
Put a tester on his partner.
Yeah, on Mitch. Because after all, you are here to practice, right?
No, these guys are here to win. That's for sure.
So you have to practice all the variety of shots.
Right.
Well, I mean, the whole idea behind the Dream Challenge is to get Team USA prepared for the Mosconi Cup. It was like this last year, and just the second.
Absolutely, but that is the bigger picture. But that definitely these guys are here. They build confidence by winning. That's for sure.
And just you could watch Johan Rusing here, making his job. Just some corrections.
And again, the 2 balls racked in the back, so something may have been changed as far as
That's
placement
okay, just
of the balls.
yes, let's take it like that. Let's get surprised if the 2 ball doesn't take this position behind the rack. Well, I know from Federer Gorst, he's been taught something about the way the balls are racked and how to read the rack
Right.
properly back in the States. Because I think this is where this kind of wisdom lives.
Yeah,
in the USA, yeah.
Okay, but he broke him well there.
Yeah, very, very nice break.
He's made 2. Got a 3-ball combination, about the easiest 3-ball combination you'll ever see, though.
Yeah, but it all depends on the position that you had after that.
Yeah, but it's so easy. He should be able to not have to hit it very hard. So.
Well, there's a comment on the chat about Mitch Ellerman being only a part-time player, but I think on his Flash interview, he mentioned that last year he has got an opportunity to play pool full-time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played a lot more pool in the last year and a half. And had a lot of great showings, actually. That's one of the reasons he's here. Fedor came down the table and caught the 5-ball. Could have snookered him, but would have been a little unlucky to get snookered from there. But
Well, apparently the Russian pair doesn't like the angle too much here.
what they're saying is we can't get down there with the 7 to where we have a natural angle going from the 7 to the 9.
So they could come 2 rails out and play short side here on the 7. That would be in the lower left-hand corner pocket.
Oh, well, as long as this is Maxim shooting the 7, I think his voice comes first here, just where he wishes to have the cue ball.
And that's what they did. They came all the way down. You don't want to get straight on the rail, though.
And you don't want to get frozen to the cushion.
And he's gotten a little bit flat. They should be okay. Enough angle to come across the table. And he had to power it, though.
Oh, that's an easy leave for Federer.
Pretty nice run out by, pretty incredible break by Fedor. Pocket in 2 and having a nice shot on the 1. So the Americans got to capitalize again here on their break and see if they can get a lead. The Russians haven't played from behind yet at all.
And by the way, talking about the break, which one do you prefer, alternate break or winner breaks?
Well, I like alternate break, I think.
Just everyone has got a chance, yeah?
Yeah. You know, it happens sometimes. You could travel 1,000 miles to a tournament when you're back in the States and you play winter break and you don't really get to shoot much. So the U.S. Open is kind of unique, that's for sure. But the table conditions are so tough, so that makes it to where it's not that big.
It probably
a deal.
kind of levels the chances. Yeah?
Right, exactly. Okay, he made the wing ball, and the 1's coming down with the cue ball, so this is going to be a nice starter for Team America. Key here is to maintain an angle on the 3 to get to the 4.
And the 4 should go to the corner. This layout, if they keep it simple.
And he got a little steep so he may have to come across the table. He's got both the side pocket and the upper corner available by the 7, so with the 6 being right there.
Maybe just try to kill the cue ball with a drag shot.
Maybe. He's a little thin. He may catch 2 rails. The thing is, with new felt, trying to go 2 rails across, the cue ball will fall downward a lot of times. I think he's going to go 2, though. And that's what I was talking about as far as falling downward a little
He
bit.
undercut it just a little, but once again, on the U-cloth, it goes.
And with the 6 being handy, should be okay. He can just stop his ball, I think. Offer a nice angle on the 6 to come up for the 7 in the side. Well, fortunate miss, if there is such a thing, in that position. You might say a little bit of nerves getting the best of Mitch right now.
Yeah, obviously disappointed about the miss, but at the same time, pretty happy about the lead.
For sure, you may see the jump cue here, though. It's a steep cut with the jump cue, but...
So it is Federer once again with a shorty.
Well, he's got his full cue, so he's kicking at the ball. It's going to turn out nice, I think.
Yeah, that's great. And which makes things harder for Team USA is that the 8 ball is pretty close to the 4.
Yeah, so it's really cutting off the kick as far as you don't have the entire 4 to hit. I mean, the hit, it shouldn't be that difficult, but to try and be effective with the hit, that's a different story.
He has an option to try to leave the cue ball on this cushion.
Yeah, he's going to kick and try and get the 4 past the 7 up table. I don't think that's going to get it.
Well, but anyway, the idea behind this shot was pretty nice, like trying to duck the cue ball behind the 6. Plenty of side spin. Didn't work out.
I'm not sure. He got a nice shot on the 6, but is the cue ball going towards the 8 if he goes forward? So he may have to punch this around a couple rails, which makes it a little harder to get the proper angle on the 7, so we'll see. Okay, he got by the 8. He got far enough to get a natural angle to drop from the 7 to the 8, so a nice shot there by Fedor.
Yeah, very nicely judged the bounce from the rail. Yeah, past the 8 ball. Gotta go 2 rails across, I think. On the 9.
Maybe 1 rail, maybe just float up above.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one thing with the new felt that pockets are usually a hair more forgiving, so you don't mind playing with a little distance to secure the shot.
This is as long as you have been practicing the long shots enough. So now Team USA is to score their 2nd point, or they might be in trouble.
Well, and they have to wait for a miss because it's Team Russia's break. So
I remember Johan saying during his interview that this time they will try to break loose right from the start, just to put pressure on the opponents. And so far it looks like it doesn't, like the plan doesn't work.
no, not at all so far.
So the break from Maxim Dudanets, or Duda, as he goes here.
Yeah, it's a dry break, so you'll see most likely a safety here, knocking the 1 around table, trying to get it by the 4, and using the 8 as a snooker. If he has a full hit on the 1, he's just got to not worry about hitting the 4 and just make sure he gets him behind the 8. One thing he doesn't want to do is catch that point.
Yeah, I think he would have preferred that the 4 ball wasn't there, so just it didn't block the path for the 1 ball.
Yeah, he doesn't want to make the 1, that's for sure, and put him behind the 8. Okay, he's rolling it, so he's going to go to the rail and back up on the 8. Oh, he's kicking it. Okay, I thought he could see part of it, and that's exactly what happened. Caught the point, now he's giving up a shot on the 1 on the side. So everything that we talked about badly happening in the shot has happened. But I think he should have went for a little bit more before the side pocket, guaranteeing he didn't grab the point.
Well, yeah. Once again, I think he was confused by the 4 ball a little bit. At least the way I feel it.
I think he's going to have to shoot this 2 in the corner and drop down for the 3 in the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if he shoots it in the side, he's going towards the 8 with the cue ball. So now, if the 8 wasn't there, you would definitely shoot the side. Maybe he can go right in between the 6 and 8 with the cue ball. Oh, he can. Okay, nice shot.
Yeah, very nice. Maxim is one of the best technicians when it comes to pool here.
Nice shot there. Pulling it back. He's a little thin on the 4, but he's okay. simple 5 in the side, just come up above for the 6. He's gotten a little flat on the 6 ball again, so he's going to have to probably come out with a top inside English, 2 rails for the 7, because he doesn't want to have to contend with the 9 getting from the 7 to the 8. And doesn't want to be on this rail either. That's perfect. That's perfect.
And the angle is perfect here. Just to make the cue ball travel naturally towards the 8.
And here you don't have to draw your ball out so much. You could hit right before the side with a little right side spin and come 1 rail right towards the 8 and still keep a nice angle. Like
And probably
so.
it's just a matter of personal preference.
Yeah, but that's the proper way to play it. You want to stay off the rail, you have a natural angle. If you draw down the table, you could fall straight in, and if you let up on your stroke, you might end up on the rail straight in, and then you have a problem.
There is a set of so-called rule of thumb, and if you stick to them, watch out! Watch out!
Wow.
Very lucky here. So you see Tyler's reaction on this shot. Everyone in the audience knows that Team Russia has just come very lucky.
Yeah, flirted with the side pocket big time. Playing with the best players in the world, they play for a little more guarantees whenever you talk about position. Not as much maybes. Not as many maybes.
Well, the question was where's the event? The venue is a Moscow Baza pool hall. It is not only doesn't carry only pool tables, but tables for pyramid also, and even snooker and
Free cushion,
free
everything.
cushion, right? Yeah, one table here. So just to offer all the variety of cue sports. Very nice setup. Diamond tables for pool.
All right, Mitch changing his break. Pretty successful on the last break. Excuse me, that was Tyler that broke the balls the first time for the Americans. And now a nice opening shot on the 1. Not easy, but definitely doable. Just got to come 1 rail out past the 5, I believe. In between the 5-6. Keeps the shot simple. We'll just cue it with a little low.
I think just trying to keep the cue ball close to the center of the table will do this.
Oh, that was hit pretty thick. Got in, but I'm not sure it held position.
Yeah, the top camera view might be deceiving, but so far we can say that
He's snookered.
the ball, yeah, the ball does not go.
He's going up in the air with the cue stick. And it's just a sliver.
Right now, this is Mitch Ellerman at the table.
Nice shot, but that's
Pocketing the 2 ball.
Tyler can't waste any time, though. The extension's been used, so.
A very confident stroke, and he made this with a full stick.
Yeah, that's how we used to have to jump them back in the day.
And actually, this is the day I prefer it. Or just ban jump shots at all.
Right.
Go study the diamond system. After all, we've got the diamonds for this. Nice contact. What about the leave?
It's going to leave a shot, I believe. And a chance to take the second match. The 4's over the pocket, so it's all about just making the 3. You can see he can come to the side of the table, no problem. Another kind of shot, though, that the cue ball, with a high ball, even if you put a little bit of left, it will probably fall towards the 7 a little bit. Okay, he's cueing down on it. I'm not sure that's a good judgment. I think a high left English here is okay. He's cueing down. He's going to try and go back and forth I believe.
Trying to make things easier for his partner.
Oh, he did hit. He pretty much did hit a high left, but just a little bit downward stroke is all. So it wasn't really hitting any type of draw English.
Kind of a stop shot.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes around for the side. I would play for the corner myself, but we'll see. Looks like he's floating around for the side. Nice shot. It appeared the 5 went by the 7, though, but... Okay, so...
Well, for the moment, his position on the 5 looked like playing for 2 pockets, like in case he runs long, he has a corner pocket.
You know, like I talked about, play a little more guaranteed on what you're doing when it comes to professional sports. Okay, and just a simple 9-ball away from taking this second match in another quick fashion, Michael.
Yes, so far it's 5-1 and 5-1, back to back. Yes, a round of applause and cheers for Team Russia. Well, right now we're going to have a break, a 20-minute break. So please get back in 20 minutes or maybe in half an hour. We will be back live. Thank you.